All right, for the next few minutes, we're going to discuss some of the questions that you may encounter should someone want to question you about global harmonization training or HASCOM training. One of the questions that they may ask, and I'm going to give you just a moment to answer this to yourself while you're watching the video, and then I will give the answer. One of the questions they may ask you is, what is an SDS? An SDS is a safety data sheet. The next question, or another question that they may ask you, is why is an SDS important? An SDS is important because it gives you vital information to know how to handle a chemical, whether the chemical is hazardous or not, what the hazards are. It will help, if you want to summarize this easily, it will help to prevent illness, injury, and death. And that's really what we're attempting to do. We're attempting to prevent illness, injury, and death, and SDS will give you enough information to help prevent illness, injury, and death. Next question. What are the different ways, that a chemical can enter the body? And these four are absorption, inhalation, ingestion, and injection. Say those again. Absorption, inhalation, ingestion, and injection. So 1A and 3 I's. 1A, 3 I's, absorption, inhalation, ingestion, and injection. All right, the next question. Are the effects of chemical exposure always immediate? The answer to that is no. Now, we didn't specifically talk about this. However, you would be aware that you could inhale, for example, cigarette smoke for a number of years and not actually contract lung cancer. Now, you may, but you wouldn't necessarily. And the effects of it, the long-term effects of it, would not always be immediate. You could have something absorb into your skin. It would could possibly affect your reproductive organs, and yet it not become apparent until many years down the road. You can be exposed to asbestos or silica, and over the course of years, that may have the effect that is damaging, but not all effects are immediate. The last question is, how do I find out if a chemical is dangerous? Remember that we discussed two ways, the short way and the long way. The short way is to pick the product up and look at the back and to read the label. That's the short way to get information on a chemical. The long way is to go and look up the SDS. So those are the two ways that you can find out if a chemical is dangerous. The short way is the label. The long way is the SDS. That concludes our discussion of HASCOM or SDS or GHS training. If you have any other questions, go back to our office, ask those questions, go to your foreman, ask those questions. If he doesn't know, then he can certainly contact someone at the office and we'll get you an answer.